Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss on how to use Sin Cos Tan. When we mention Sin Cos Tan, I believe this picture and formula will come into mind. Before we start to learn how to use it to calculate, let's answer these two questions first, which is where can we directly use Sin Cos Tan and what is Sin Cos Tan used for? Answering the first question, Sin Cos Tan can be directly used on triangle with right angle, which means triangle with 90 degree. So please remember that. Triangle such as this one, where it doesn't have any 90 degree to it, we cannot directly use it. It has its own set of formula to calculate its length and its angle. Answering the second question now, what is Sin Cos Tan used for? The first, we can use it to find the length. The second one is the angle. Before we move forward, looking at the formula for Sin Cos Tan, we can see that there are few elements. Let's identify one by one. The first one we can see is the reference angle. The second one we can see is opposite. The third one we can see is adjacent. And the final one we can see is hypotenuse. Looking at all these four elements, we must first identify where is all these elements in a triangle before we start to use the formula. Let's get started. I have listed down the step to identify all the four elements that we discussed just now. We will start with reference angle, which is this one, and then the opposite side, which is directly opposite the reference angle. The next one will be hypotenuse, which is the longest side of a triangle. We can know this by looking at the opposite side of the 90 degree. The remaining side, we'll put it as adjacent. As simple as that. Let's get to another example. Again, we start with reference angle and then the opposite side, which is directly opposite the reference angle. And then the next one, the hypotenuse, which is opposite the 90 degree. And then finally the remaining one, which is adjacent. I have created several exercises for you to try. Please pause the video and try to identify yourself where is the reference line, opposite, adjacent, and hypotenuse. This is the answer. I hope you can get it all correct. Please do this correctly first before moving forward. I believe now you are ready. Let's use whatever that you have learned so far to solve triangles. Usually, you'll be given information like this, a triangle, and then they ask you to find the length of x. Let's start. Use what you have learned. First, identify all the elements. For example, this is our reference angle, which is 30 degree. So here will be our opposite. And then you can see the x is here, which is our hypotenuse. Judging from the formula, obviously, sine theta is the one that have opposite over hypotenuse. Therefore, this is the formula that we are going to use, and we are going to put all the value into it. Sine, our theta will be 30 degree, equal to opposite is 10, divided by the hypotenuse, which is the one that we want to find. So rearranging x into one side, sine theta we're going to put down, x you're going to put it up on the other side. So x equal to 10 over sine 30 degree. This one you can find the value through your calculator. So I believe you will get the value is 0.5 or is half lah. And you'll get your answer x will be 20. You can check your answer whether does it make sense or not. As you know, our x is the longest. Therefore, if we compare to the sides, it should be larger than them. So you see 20 is larger than 10. So this one, it gives us a confidence that your answer should be correct. Let's move on to the next questions. Now let's have a look on this triangle. The same step, identify all the elements first. If you see, in this case, here will be our reference angle. If you see, we don't have anything here, but we have the hypotenuse, which is 20. And then now you can see we have the adjacent. Looking at the available information, we can see that cos theta is the one that we can use. So let's go into it. Cos 60 equal to adjacent will be the one that we want to find, x, and then our hypotenuse is 20. Now you can rearrange it, bring the 20 to the sides. You have what? X equal to 20 multiplied by cos 60 degree. Calculating the cos 60 using your calculator, I believe you get the value which is 0.5 or half. You get your answer is 10. Again, you can check since x is adjacent, our length should be less than the hypotenuse. So this one, it gives us a sense that our answer should be correct. Let's move on to another example. Both of the example just now is how to find the length. Now, this example, we are going to find the angle. Again, let's start with identifying all the elements. So we will have the reference angle. The opposite, okay, we have 10. And the longest one, we have 20, which is our hypotenuse. Again, looking at this, we know very well sine theta will be the formula that we can use to find the angle. So let's put on all the value inside. So sine theta equal to opposite, the value is 10 over 20. Simplifying this, you will have sine theta equal to 1 over 2. How to solve this and how we actually write the next step is like this. Theta will be equal to inverse of sine. You have something like this. Sine negative 1 and 1 over 2. You might ask, how can I press this on my calculator? Okay, I have actually prepared this information for you to those that don't know. If you are using a Casio calculator, I believe you will see symbols like this. How to get into this? First, you press Shift, then you press the function that you want. If you press Sin, I believe it will display like this. After that, then you just add a bracket. You just 1 over 2 bracket. And then I believe the answer that you will get is 30 degree. This one should be our answer. I've prepared some exercise for you guys to try. Okay, here it is. Please give it a try, and the answer for each of the triangle will be on the bottom right. Please stay. There's one information more I want to share to you is how to memorize all this formula. Okay, for you to memorize is very easy. Just remember so, ta, tua. If you see SOH simply means O is our opposite. H will be our hypotenuse. Same goes to, for example, A, it means adjacent. This uh, give you an idea on how to memorize it better. Another thing that I want to share with you is that regardless whichever formula you use to find an angle or length, the answer will be the same. So please do not have a thought that, oh, I use different formula, I will get different answer. It's not like that. Okay, it's just different method of finding it or different formula of finding it. You always get the same answer because it's the same triangle. If you like this video and it helped you, please give it a like and subscribe.